You know, I have to tell you, one of the things I absolutely love about our next guest is how open she is about everything. Hey, she wrote a book called The Naked Mom, so she's got to be right. Anyway, Brooke Burke joins us this morning to give us another glimpse into her personal life and talk about an issue that's deeply personal to so many women. Breast augmentation surgery. Do I or don't I? Brooke, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. It's so good to talk to you again. We always love having you on the show.
Thank you.
Speaking of shows, I have to tell you, congrats on Dancing with the Stars. You are doing a fabulous job as co-host.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's so fun. I love doing what I do over there. And, you know, having danced on the show gives me a whole nother insight about what everybody's going through. And I think this past season was my favorite.
I think it's great because we really get to see, you know, another side of you, and I think it's wonderful that you won the show and then you went on to co-host the show. So that's amazing. And it made me think, because I was watching you the other night and I thought, you know, I know you have 4 children. I know you're married to an incredibly handsome man, David Charvet.
He is.
How do you balance it all and then still kind of prioritize your own needs?
Well, it's tough. You know, I like to think that I manage the chaos more than balance it, because some days are crazy. But I love what I do, and I have a great family, and there's definitely always a lot of action in my house. But I do prioritize, and I make time for myself, and I make my children the most important thing in my life, and somehow it all seems to work. And I like to be busy. I like to do things that I'm passionate about, like this campaign I'm working on here in New York.
You know, when I think about Hollywood and celebrities and fame, I know that a lot of people in Hollywood, especially women, are pretty closed about what they've done or what they haven't done with regards to surgery and that kind of thing. And I know how important youth is in Hollywood, and just for all of us, for that matter. But I know that you've been very open about your decision to have breast augmentation surgery. It's a deeply personal choice. And, you know, on a personal level, I will tell you, I have 3 children, and sometimes things don't go back to where they should, if you know what I mean.
I have 4,
but,
I know.
I haven't done it, though I'll be honest and tell you I have thought about it.
Sure.
You have done it. What made you decide?
Well, I think a lot of women have thought about it, whether they've done it or not. You know, I had my surgery when I was in my 20s, and I did it for proportion reasons. And, you know, my process, I think, was important and very intimate to me, and it's such a personal journey for all women. But the reason why I talk about it, and the reason why I've partnered with loveyourlook.com, is because I think the decision-making process, and you maybe can relate to this because you said you've thought about it, I think it's as important as the procedure. I think educating yourself, I think doing your research, I think knowing what you're putting in your body, I think doing it for the right reasons. I think those are such important positions, you know, to really take and to really own before you decide to have the procedure. And this site is designed to help women find the right doctor, ask the right questions, get their answers. And there's also some incredible visual tools. It's called the New You Visualizer, where you can upload a photo and then you can start to manipulate it and see what you could look like. So it sort of takes the mystery out. And I think that's really interesting. I didn't have access to that 20 years ago. But most importantly, it's really about, why are you doing it? Do you need to do it? Why do you want to do it? And how are you going to feel, you know, during the whole experience? So I've had a great experience, no complications. I have no regrets. And I think for a lot of women, it's the right decision, and for some women it's not. But you have to take the time and commit to really researching that process.
I do think that's important, so women can kind of see what they'll look like and know that they're changing their breasts and not themselves. I think that is such an important part of it, don't you?
It's such a great point, because really, I mean, this is an exterior thing. This is a visual thing. You have to really feel good about yourself as a woman on the inside. You have to know what you're getting yourself into, and you have to really tap into that self-confidence, I think, from a much deeper point. But, you know, the truth is that some women don't feel good about certain parts of their body, and now we have possibilities to change that. So I think it has to be a very well-rounded, sort of healthy decision, and they all work hand in hand. But we have access to research on the internet today, too, to help us make the right decision that we didn't have a long time ago. So I think finding the right doctor, knowing why you're doing it, getting your questions answered, looking at before and after pictures is really important. And most importantly, know why you're doing it as a woman, and do it for yourself.
Well, again, you know, a very personal decision for a lot of women out there, and we thank you so much for your insight and sharing your decision with us, Brooke. Always good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, where can we go again for more information?
Loveyourlook.com.
And I love your look, my dear. Hope we can talk to you again soon.
Oh, I hope so. Take care.
All right, take care, Brooke. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.